Go ahead and get started. First question, Kaliko.
Hey, Coach, can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay, sorry about that. In pregame, you spoke a little bit about kind of the intensity of the defensive unit, and especially trying of the variety of type. How have you seen that tonight in camp, and specifically with the starters and the second unit?
Yeah, so we have to play a couple different ways, right? When Cuz is out there, obviously we can't get to too much switching, so we have to be a little bit more standard, and he's dropping back, and we have to fight over screens and that sort of thing. And then I had a small ball group out there with Jayshawn Tate playing the 5, and we were switching everything and playing kind of like how they played last year and getting after it. So it's definitely a work in progress. I felt like this game, we did a good job of just kind of hanging in there and understanding that this is very new for a lot of people who are on the floor tonight. So as far as like the details and the coverages and all that sort of stuff, it wasn't ideal, but they played hard. And that's what I was preaching tonight, is just making sure that we were playing as hard as we possibly could. And we'll worry about the structure, details, and all that later.
Adam Spolin.
Stephen, how did you feel James messed with everyone on the floor and with what you were trying to do tonight?
He was good. He was good. I mean, he's obviously a great player and can do so many things on the floor, on and off the ball. Defensively, he has good hands and makes plays and is smart. So to have him out there was great.
Mark Berman.
Stephen, what do you think it meant to your team to have James back and playing out there tonight?
It meant a lot. You know, you kind of have to ask those guys, but it seemed like the camaraderie was pretty good. And to have a talented player out there on the floor doesn't hurt anybody. You know, it's an adjustment for some guys, but the more talent you have in the NBA, the more games you can win, really. So it was good. It was good. We just kind of have to, like I said, the detail part of it and guys learning how they're going to be able to play together and with each other and that sort of thing is something that's going to be a work in progress, and something that we're just going to have to watch a lot of film and really figure out the best combinations, figure out where guys need the basketball, and making sure that everybody's included in what we're doing. So that's going to be a task that we have. We don't have a long time to kind of figure it all out, but we got to get to the details.
Jonathan Fagan.
Hey, Stephen, I don't know if there's a way to measure this sort of thing, but do you have a feeling for just how rusty James might have been, or how much progress he will need to make to get back to his standard?
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, obviously I've played against him so many times over the last countless amount of years, but I can't answer that question. I don't know how close he is, or I haven't been around him enough to know the answer. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Michael Shapiro.
Hey, Coach, you know, obviously a small sample size tonight, but what kind of offensive ceiling do you think this team has when James and John are on the floor together specifically?
It could be really good to have two dynamic ball handlers on the floor who can do a bunch of different things, play off each other, create for each other. It could be really, really good, but it's something that kind of happens over time, you know, when you're just kind of used to John's had the ball for the first 2 games, and now tonight it was kind of off ball, on ball. So they just have to get used to it. And I have to be really conscious of making sure that, that they're comfortable with what we're doing. So we're going to watch some film tomorrow as a group and go over the details of it and get better tomorrow like we got better today.
Kaliko.
Hey, Coach, just specifically about John and James, what kind of actions are you trying to run with them just to kind of ease into the offense?
I mean, you know, one guy has it, he gives it to the other guy, gets it back. Pick and roll where they're both in it together. stuff where they're kind of off the ball, working in tandem. There's a bunch of different ways that we can get them both involved in what we're doing without getting too specific.
Cody Davis.
Hey, Coach. Can you talk about the production you got from Jayshawn Tate tonight? I know that's a guy you've been really high on ever since the start of training camp.
Yeah, I mean, Rafael Stone is the one who found him and has been talking about him all summer. I came in, he was like, "You got to see this kid," and he was right. I mean, he does a little bit of everything. He guards every position. He is capable offensively. He's physical. He's smart. And as a rookie coming in after playing professionally for a year or two or whatever he did, he has kind of like a veteran savvy about him that, you know, he doesn't have that glazed rookie look on his face. He's a talented basketball player.
Kaylee Griffin.
Coach, I hate to even ask this, but do you have any sort of update on Chris Clemens at all?
I don't. Really unfortunate, and yeah, I don't.
Ali Kampajani.
Coach, wanted to ask you about the defense, particularly your bigs. I know it's only been 3 games, but how would you characterize how DeMarcus has looked, especially when he's been in drop coverage?
He's looked good. You know, he has such great hands. I didn't realize his hands are as good as they are. And, you know, he pokes balls away. And as people are coming at him, he swipes and gets the basketball. So the coordination of everybody getting into, like, the early call, getting into the ball, and all, like, as I keep kind of saying, the details of it is something that we have to work on as a group. But overall, he's done a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.